Hey there, people of the fort. My name is Derek, and today we are giving our first impressions of Survival Academy, which is a fast-paced arena roguelike that boasts a wide array of characters, items, and progression that you'll use to empower your descent into hell. You'll need to choose your companions wisely and pair together strong active and passive skills if you want to survive. We'd like to thank Ganny Tanny and Auroch Workshop for providing us the chance to cover this game, which is currently in early access and has plans to add additional content. With that being said, let's dive right in. Every passing year, it seems like games are opting for bigger, longer, and more expansive games, and with Starfield on the horizon, promising 150 to 1,000 plus hours of content, I feel it necessary not to let these galaxy-sized titles overshadow the games on the other end of the spectrum. Coming in at just $3.99 on Steam, Survival Academy offers a solid amount of content, utilizing standard roguelike components, but also providing some new twists in terms of progression that are often left out in the other games in the genre. One of the redeeming factors about both roguelikes and roguelites is that you can play the game for 150 hours and still experience new content. I don't know if that is the case for Survival Academy, but that isn't a bad thing. It is a game that you can pick up, do one run, and then put back down feeling good about the short 15 to 20 minute gaming session that you just had. Survival Academy is part of a newer wave of games in the roguelike genre that I'm calling Arena or Survival Roguelikes. These games often have quick arena-based, wave-focused levels where you level up your character and select synergizing power-ups that will be used to defend against an onslaught of enemies. Survival Academy certainly isn't a founding entry into the genre, as there are multiple titles on mobile devices, like Survivor.io, Vampire Survivors, and Magic Survival, to name a few. What sets Survival Academy apart is that it was created exclusively for PC, which allows it to surpass some common limitations set by its predecessors. Here are a few features that you can expect to find. First, let's take a look at the gameplay. As I mentioned, these arena roguelikes all operate under a similar formula, but that isn't a bad thing. To summarize, each run starts you out at level 1 with very little that you can use to defend yourself. Luckily, there aren't too many enemies, so you won't find yourself overwhelmed. As you defeat enemies, they will drop XP crystals that when picked up grant you some, you guessed it, XP. Pick up enough and you will earn the next level and be prompted to choose from 3 random items or passive skills. This is where the strategy comes into play, as each item synergizes with a particular passive skill. If you manage to collect both, then you will be able to obtain a mega upgrade for that particular item. These mega upgrades are incredibly powerful and will be necessary to successfully complete a run. Survival Academy's item and passive selection is quite large and extremely unique. You're able to plan out your run and create several different playstyles based on what items you find and the character that you are playing. Next, there are a wide variety of characters for you to choose from that each have their strengths, starting items, and passive stats that you can level up as you progress through the game. As of right now, there are 12 characters to choose from, but you only start with 3. The rest will be unlocked as you progress through the game, either through purchasing them with coins or saving them in specific levels. Now, multiple characters isn't a new concept to arena roguelikes. Other games use a variety of methods to create selective experiences before you start your runs, whether it's selecting different characters, items, or skills, but Survival Academy's methodology is one of the best. In each run, you can choose up to 2 characters as your companions to aid you in battle, each with their own abilities. It's a degree of freedom that goes a step further than other games in the genre and gives purpose to leveling up other characters. Lastly, I want to focus on the methods of progression that are available and the opportunities that are created to earn coins, increase your power, and grind out different challenges. As you play multiple rounds, you're able to complete enemy codexes, increase passive stats that are translated between characters, and upgrade the items themselves that you find in the game. I'm very fond of this design as it lets you start out each run stronger than the time before. And while most of your power is obtained through creating effective item synergies during the run, these small boosts add up and allow for an enjoyable sense of progression. On top of that, the game operates on descending further and further into hell, as each level represents a new floor. Once you complete a floor, you have access to multiple challenges that you can complete and gain some additional bonuses. There's a lot squeezed into the game that opens up some extra worthy moments of gameplay. One area that is important to address when talking about these styles of games is that they aren't meant to be the most impressive gaming experiences of all time. They were originally designed on mobile, and while some have made their commute to PC, they often come at low and affordable prices to address their simplicity. Survival Academy still fits this mold, and even though it was designed specifically for PC, it still has simple designs, basic art, and repetitive action. And that's okay. Earlier I mentioned that it's about $4 on Steam, and I feel that is a very comfortable and reasonable price to pay for this game. Usually I boot up the game, do a run or two, and then hop off. It's the perfect example of a game that you can use to quickly blow off some steam without getting too involved with a long story or complicated gameplay components. These are my thoughts on Survival Academy. I'm prone to enjoy these styles of games, but if you're looking for a quick outlet to experience some roguelike action, then this is likely the game for you, especially due to its cheap accessibility. If you're interested in this game or have played it before, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to check out some of our other content, we post reviews, funny shorts, and gameplays, so make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on our new videos.